This is the second year which we've had a specific sports event here in London. Last year it was in a hotel, this year we've moved to a larger venue, so we're delighted with the number of people who've turned out.
We've been doing some research amongst an international travel industry panel. What we found out is that tourism is potentially one of the biggest beneficiaries of holding a global sporting event, and it ranks alongside sectors such as employment and regeneration in terms of the opportunity.
India, as an example, from the recent 2010 Commonwealth Games, as a tourism destination, yes, Incredible India as the brand has been pushing and promoting, but I think in trying to enhance that brand and trying to get more people to travel to come and see Incredible India, I think the Games acted as a major catalyst to try and do that. Now, in this particular instance, it wasn't helped from the point of view of the security risks that were perceived by many foreign countries at the time. That coupled with the extended monsoon and certainly the season of dengue fever. So, unfortunately, a lot of things conspired against the ultimate goals that Incredible India had for bringing more people to India, to Delhi, to see Incredible India at the time of the Games. But as a principle, I think it's the right one.
Looking more closely, it was revealed that football is probably the greatest potential benefit to tourism, followed by athletics events such as the Olympics.
I feel that sport events in Brazil, like the World Cup and the Olympic Games, will give the country two mainly opportunities. From one side, to have all new infrastructure, to qualify people even in hotels, to have urban mobility, security, so all the service and the structure you need to deliver for the sport events. And from the other side, the opportunity for tourism to show the world the country, the real country. You have a big media exposure, so you have the chance to show and make the country more known around the world.
I would say to any nation that's looking at the opportunity of leveraging an event is that you have to make it a country, a nation event rather than just a city event.
Setting up strategies, preparing a bid, understanding the relationship with the governments, what are the key issues that you have to look after when you build infrastructures and things like this, or the fundings. And then if you are worried a bit, working with them, it's kind of probably the most expensive part in what you're doing in accompanying an organizer.
The research showed that it was hotels and airlines that benefited most. Particularly during the actual sporting event, where the travel industry panel acknowledged, I think over 90% of them acknowledged that prices charged are too high. And I think that's something that needs to be addressed by the entire travel industry.
I think the success of the tourism offer for major events really matters, because obviously if this is only a domestic audience, important though that is, then we've missed a trick in terms of how we're positioning and promoting the city or the country that's hosting an event. And also it's a chance to promote the much wider offer that a country or a city has. It's about the sport, but it's about how it fits into the culture, all the other offer that's available.
People involved in tourism, this is about looking at the window of opportunity when the world is more interested in your country than in any of your competitive countries. Now, that might be for a period of a year in the lead up to an event such as the Olympic Games. It might only be in a window of 2 weeks before. But actually, in tourism sense, it's about leveraging that interest in your country.
I look after Visa Europe, which for us is extended Europe. It's about 35, 36 countries. Our business model for the next 18 months is to activate the London Games in all of those countries and to bring as many of our cardholders' guests to London for that 17 days and 14 days of the Paralympic Games as we possibly can. So tourism is vital. For visas, it's one of the biggest things, of course, that we're doing, promoting cross-border usage of our cards.
Sporting events are very much lifestyle events. People are interested in the food and the wine and the spas and the cycling opportunities that tourists might do as much as they are interested in the sport of the actual event.